Dawn, is a destiny still day to day? I'm just how good did it see to be her out there and really not even seem to miss a beat, especially in that third quarter. I think she had 13 of her 17 then.
Henny's, Henny, when she got hurt, she did what she had to do to get better quickly, and our medical staff, our doctors, our trainer, our performance coach, they are targeted. They all targeted this game as the one that she'd be back. I was actually pushing hard for the Duke game, so I can stop saying day to day. She's a senior. She's been in these situations before, and I know it. She wanted to help us win when she was out, and she bottled it up and performed at the time that we really needed her to perform.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to. The attendance was reported at 13,079. How did you think that impacted the game and the atmosphere, and what do you think that did for your team during the comeback stretch in the third quarter?
Well, who accounted for the 3,000 people that snuck in? Because it looked like a little more than that, but to be on our women's basketball team is a pretty special thing here in Columbia, South Carolina. To hear people talk about this is a game they want to come to. They got off work. They're going to drive back home late in the night, all because they wanted to help us win another basketball game. And they did their part. It was electric. I looked on social media before the game, and one of the fans wrote tonight, they actually probably added Stanford too, that this is going to be a gym, an experience that you've never heard before in a gym, and there was no lie told with that post. And I appreciate the fans just being patient with us and wearing their masks, and I call it the line of love when we go around the arena and we just thank everybody for coming in and we take pictures. I think that's just unique in what we do, and we weren't able to do that because we want to continue to play and want to keep everybody safe. We want to keep our fans safe. We want to keep our players safe, and we want to put ourselves in the best possible position to continue to play without anyone being impacted by COVID-19.
And I'm sure it's not just one or two things in particular and without watching the film, but what is it, do you think, with your team that for whatever reason in the second half, that third quarter, that's when they really start to come alive? I think back to that Maryland game in particular, but it just seems like a totally different team when you guys come out of the locker room.
First of all, I think to have to come out of the locker room because we're down or we didn't play the way we needed to play, I think sometimes it just allows us to calibrate a little bit, just do the things that the habits that we created. Like with Stanford, we certainly had to defend. We allowed them to catch the ball where they wanted to catch the ball in the first half, move the ball, backdoor us. It was a clinic. And then we just made, really the biggest adjustment was just try to deny the high post. Because once it goes there, it triggers all the options that they have, and it's hard for us to keep defending all of those actions without giving up a wide open, uncontested layup. So once that happened, everybody else was able to hold serve with their players.
Don, obviously you guys have had a lot of big wins this season. Given the comeback, the defending national champs, can you see this as something really special for what your team, in the direction your team wants to go?
Special is a lot easier. Yeah. winning these type of basketball games, but I just feel with every big win that we have, it instills some confidence in our team. Like they know they're pretty good, and they know they could defend pretty well. I would like our offense to be just a little bit more consistent, and that can make it really special. We didn't turn the ball over, which was good, and we forced some turnovers, which is good. But how we got here, like we took bad shots in the first and second quarters, and once we were able to be a little more calculated and disciplined on the offensive end, we got better looks at the basket. Aaliyah Boston got 20 attempts. That's what we need in a game like this.
Coach, can you take us through 24 seconds left, 61-60, Stanford gets the ball, the choice to put on Destiny on Haley and be able to get that rebound for Aaliyah. What was your game plan as a staff coming out of that timeout to set the team up for the defense?
Well, I mean, actually, they went. I think they went bigger. So when they go bigger, we wanted to make sure we wanted speed on Haley. I think Victoria Saxon did a great job. I mean, she did a fantastic job just holding serve and keeping Haley in front and not allowing her to score, to facilitate for other teammates. But we certainly wanted Henny in the position of playing under her and making her play a little bit faster and bother her a little bit. And I thought we just, we wanted that matchup. Everybody else could have matched up however they needed to match up. But for that one, Henny was the one that was going to bring it home and make a play.
Another one from Zoom. Talk about Destiny Littleton and what she was able to bring tonight. Hit a big three, was also really great as a perimeter defender, played a lot of minutes tonight. What was she able to bring to the team?
Experience. I mean, Destiny Littleton she's super smart, like off the charts, book smarts. I mean, she's smart out there on the floor. And when she's able to just focus in on the task at hand, like I thought she did a great job at not shooting as much as she probably wanted to shoot and just keeping the flow of our offense going because they had to guard her. And by her being on the floor, allow Aaliyah and V to get one-on-one action on an inside. So she's telling me she needs to play more. That's with her performance.
In the corner and then back to Cam.
Coach, could you talk about how important the big deficit, or not deficit in y'all's regard, but outscoring them by 20 points off the turnovers and just Aaliyah's impact with 5 blocks and 4 steals?
I mean, Henny brings a different dimension, a different speed. It allows our guards to defend better. When she's up front with her pressure, it allows us to relax a little bit. We could probably be maybe a step behind because of the pressure. We can make it up with the amount of pressure that Henny applies. Her one-on-one defense was great. Her ability to just get some steals and get some breakout layups is what we needed to jumpstart our offense. And then Aaliyah, Aaliyah's Aaliyah. I mean, this is what she's been doing. She's a shot maker. She's a shot blocker. She's a rebounder. She's a playmaker. And she's continuing to come into her own.
Kind of going off of that about Aaliyah, toward the end of the game, we saw her go down hard and come up a little awkwardly. Just wanted to ask, first of all, if she's okay, if there's anything there. She's just a little banged up. And then what does it say about her mentally to push through that and finish the game the way that she did?
Yeah, I thought it was a cramp. I mean, she logged a lot of minutes, and I'd be interested to see how many miles she ran in this particular game because she was all over the place. And I asked if she was all right during the game, and because she had this look on her face like she's in pain, so I didn't want to keep her out there if she's in pain, but I didn't look down. Our trainer was using a massage gun. So she's fine. She's fine.
Dawn, any concerns at all about Zaya? You think she's pressing a little too much here during this stretch?
I mean, Zaya's so competitive. Like, she really wants it, all the time. And sometimes it works against her. Sometimes I probably should have just told her to let the game come to her a little bit, let them forget about you, because she wants it so bad. And wanting it so bad, does make you press a little bit, but, no, she'll get back, she'll get back.
We'll take 2 from the Zoom and then close with Mike.
First question, talk about Lexi Hall, that first quarter, 14 points, I believe it was in that first quarter. What were you able to do to adjust and kind of button that up a little bit as the game went on?
She's a hard guard because she can score on so many levels, and she doesn't stop moving at all. We were able to pressure up front, like we were able to deny entry passes. If you allow them to just make their, those high post entry passes, Lexi is good at reading where she needs to go and what she needs to do next. We took that away, and she's an integral part of their offense, and she couldn't be the Lexi Hall of the first quarter because of that.
And finally, with the non-conference officially in the rearview now, how do
We
you
got
feel?
We got one more game.
You got one more game? One more, oh yeah. The non-conference, I guess, block, looking ahead to SEC play now, how do you feel that this prepared the team to have 5 top 10 wins already going into SEC play? What do you think this does to prepare them for that slate?
I mean, whether what are we, 12-0, 13? 12-0, 11-1, 9-2. I mean, our players want to play, they want to win. So they don't look ahead, like we're not looking at a 16-game schedule. We're looking at Missouri. That's who we got on the road, December 30th, and we'll just take one game as it is, and they don't get too far into the schedule. They just handle what's in front of them. But I think they are confident. I think they trust each other. I think they're pretty. I think they know when, they know what our weaknesses are, and they really try to get better. So, I mean, we're in a good place where we're not full of ourselves. We're just trying to work and win each game.
Close it out with Mike.
Don't we talk about the amount of fans that come out each game, but I mean, how much of an impact does that have, especially in the third quarter? Because it just seemed like you guys kept just feeding off that, and that game went one way to the other just quickly.
I mean, I guess we are kind of spoiled in that this is what we get. This is what we get. This is what we've gotten for the past 7-8 years. And for the programs that don't draw, they really don't know the impact that having a crowd there every single night. Like when there's less than 10,000, we feel it. Like we feel like it's an empty gym in here. We got to generate some energy, but when they're locked in like they are, they weren't gonna let us lose, and they did their job, and they helped us provide the energy that we needed to win the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.